Hello, y'all. This is the mech of the Dark Lord Davoth, I think is his name, from Doom Eternal. Not really a franchise that I'm very familiar with, but I saw this mech in a cutscene and I'm like, that's cool, I'm gonna build it. So here we are. I guess I'll start with the scaling. It's kind of hard to get the scale for this, but it tends to be pretty big if you look at some of the stuff in the cutscene. And so there's a view of that with Emmett, so he's a bit shorter than the legs are. But that's that. He's about 5 feet tall or whatever. Emmett is. So that makes us around. I have no idea. That height. Here we are with the actual scale for this. So yeah, around 15, 16 feet. So yeah, this can fit a minifigure, but it's kind of hard with the hairpiece. It works better if it's like a bald guy, but this whole part opens up like this. And then this flips down. And then there's a seat inside that he can fit into between the shoulders. And so that closes in like so. And there you go. So yeah, it does fit a minifigure inside. It's a little bit hard when you put the hairpiece, but like, you can't see the hairpiece if he's on the inside, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, for accuracy. But other than that, no. As far as posability goes, I'm going to move this can out of the way. Arms have a very large range of movement. They can go all the way forward and back, and then up and down a bit because they are ball and socket joints, and they're just great like that. This elbow goes all the way back, all the way forward, exact 90 degrees. And then the hand can twist all the way and can also kind of go in this motion there, which makes it pretty nice for posing and stuff, just makes it a little bit more flexible. Legs are on ball and socket joints and go back to about there, and then forward as well. If you move them a bit, they can go forward a bit more. And then the knee bends enough. Not a ton, but enough. Ball and socket joint for the feet as well. And so yeah, the head really just goes up and down. It doesn't go side to side just because of the way that I had to connect it to the back there. It does have these little coattails in the back, giant metal coattails. And then the guns on its back also can move forward and back. But they are a bit finicky at times just because it's a pretty thin connection. So if you build your own version of this, then that might be something to improve upon. Yeah. So that's all I really got for the posability for that. As far as weapons, I haven't actually built his weapons yet. Because the best way to do that would be with pieces from like Nexonites and stuff, which I never got a single Nexonite set. So I am absolutely lost in that domain. But I built a space troll a bit ago, which I'm going to have a separate video on. And this is his hammer. And this actually fits pretty well if you want to see how he looks with a weapon. So, big hammer for a big demon mech thing. So, here we go with that. Again, you can kind of see that posability for the arm. I'm quite proud of how the whole thing came together as far as the posability and ability to make it into a mock. I don't have a Doomslayer, but there are other YouTube videos on how to make a Doomslayer out of Lego. Actually, some pretty interesting ones that I saw earlier today. It was a fascinating theorem, I guess, or idea. So, yeah, I'll have a separate video on how to build this. Tell me if there's any other stuff from Doom, other video games, movies, TV shows that you would like to see built. And that's all I got for you today. Like and subscribe if you like the build of the video. The video's pretty terrible, so if you like the build, like and subscribe. In any case, that's all I got for you today. Have a great day. Keep on building.